because some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Bring in the heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Quarterback will keep it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Looks like he's good, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25, so...
He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Irish! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Give to the running back. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Stepping to the right. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Notre Dame right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Out of the gun to give to the back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Let's it fly. Intercepted. The tip drill worked.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it on the sideline. Oh, a lot of touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by 7 over the Stallions. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Kinsey. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And some room to work. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Reed. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense might bring the house here. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, that's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack, showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stonebreaker? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here come the Irish back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's got him. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Unloads it left. Got his man. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that.
Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. It's a draw. Finding open areas. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. Going deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabs it in the middle. At the 35, he's loose. He lowers those pads. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna run it. It's Whitehead. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Direct snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys.
He lofts one down the sideline. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Firing to the right, complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Kinsey. Throws for the tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Need. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
To the air, it's Kinsey. Release to the back. It's complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the 3rd snap, they take another shot, just couldn't come up with the completion.
On the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Complete on 3rd down. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Trying to barrel in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to Mississippi State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Tevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. Stands in and takes the hit. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Need. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Irish back on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Notre Dame lines up quickly. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Whitehead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Back to pass, it's Kinsey. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Going right to work up top. Gets away from one. Keeps it and gets the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And this defense, they got their ears pulled back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Going to swing it on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
The Rebels have this offense rolling. This defense will try to keep everything in front. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Whitehead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Handoff to the lone back. Got the first down and more. Turning it on. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16.
It's nice to have a running back at the quarterback spot, a guy that can make that second play. Looks like a pass. What can he do? He turns it into a run, finds the end zone, gets the 2-point conversion.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think...
There he goes! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Irish! And the route is on.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking for space. It's Whitehead. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the direct snap, it's Maddox. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Second down, he'll throw it. throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Snagged in the middle. It's Need. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Got room on the return. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking to throw on third and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. From the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Reed. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Rebels will punt this one away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. To the air, it's Kinsey. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. They want to throw it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to bull his way in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. one more play to pad the stats. Corners are going to bail. Looking to throw on first down. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion.